For those of you who have been following the education system in Ghana, you would have heard of the double track system, which was put in place because the students were so many due to all these changes in the educational system, and students had to, sort of take turns in getting education. Some going for shifts, some staying home for some months and going at other times. It was just a sort of messy thing. Well, now first year senior high school students for this 2022 stroke 2023 academic year will not have to go through this double track system anymore, which was introduced in 2018. This was previously done to accommodate the increase in enrollment of junior high school students into senior high schools. And because of the great numbers and the limited infrastructure at these senior high schools, there was so much pressure that this double track system, this shift education system had to be put in place. Now, according to the Ministry of Education, some adequate preparations have been put in place to ensure that these senior high schools are able to absorb the first year students. From what we heard, the public relations officer of the Education Ministry, Mr. Kwesi Kwating, he explained in an interview on Accra-based radio station that the limited infrastructure situation that made this double track system to be put in place has now been improved. According to him, the whole idea of dividing students into two, where within a particular year group, one group will have to go to school first, and then later, after some weeks or months, they vacate so that the other ones can come to school. This time around, it's not going to be like that. He says we are not going to see that arrangement again. According to him, there has been some significant improvements in terms of infrastructure. Now, we also heard that the Get Fund has ensured the completion of about 1,400 infrastructure that has made it possible for this double track system to be abolished for the meantime. Now, if you've been following, you know that in 2017, the Get Fund aid, they did the Get Fund did an infrastructure review. That was when they realized that over 3,700 projects had been abandoned. And then, just like in 2020, 2020 or 2019 2020, over 1,400 of these projects had been done. So when you take 1,400 out of the 3,700, almost half, though it's not really half, an amount has been done. So clearly, the result of this is to accommodate, to a large extent, more people that were not able to be accommodated before. So it has brought about a significant improvement in the accommodation situation of these senior high school students. We do hope that this will be used to the benefits of the students, and that the rest of the infrastructure would also be completed, because if I have my calculation right, 3,700 minus 1,400, that should get us about 23,000 projects that are still undone. So if 23,000 projects are still in the process, then we still have quite some way to go. Yeah, so 1,400 has been done, but 23,000 is still a lot. And I'm sure even with this 1,400, though the double track system has been suspended, it will still put a lot of pressure on the facilities, because if there's still 2,300 facilities to be done, if they were here right now, it would have made things a lot more easier and comfortable for for those who know who will be squeezing or into those 1,400 infrastructure currently. But hey, we still have to be grateful for that which we have. I mean, it's better to have 1,400 than to have nothing at all. So that is it. And also, please, the students, especially those of you who are freshers, those of you who are entering into your first year, please, please, please take this seriously. Know that you are in a place where things are not going to be the way you expect them. Things could change at any time. So when you get this opportunity, in whichever school you are, please make sure you take it seriously. Make the most out of it. Whatever facility has now been available to you, know that people before you were not able to get that, and we had to go through a lot of stress. So for those of you students who are listening, please, please, please do well to study hard, and also to make good use of these facilities, whether it be libraries, whether it be dormitories, whatever it is. Just make good use of it. Know that as you are here right now, a time will come where you'll not be here anymore. So in this meantime that you are here, in this meantime that you've gotten a chance to spend or use those available resources, please do well to capitalize on them, to make the most profit out of them. This is not the time for you to be swayed away by certain things happening in the world, things like social media and technology, which are not going to be very impactful to you. Please stay out of it. If it is to do with studies, you can do that with your technology and with your social media, but if it is not, please stay out of it. These things, they distract and then they take you away from the main reason why you are in school. It is good to have fun and to shake the stress off sometimes, but when you dwell too much on those things, you'll be throwing away opportunities that others did not even get. Some people before you had to go through 4 years of senior high school education, and then later it was changed to 3 years, and then later you get it. Things were just changing anyhow. First it was 3, it was 10 to 4, then it was 10 to 3 years again. Then now see all these things, double tracking. Come on, do your best to take advantage of it, because we are in a changing world and anything can happen at any time. Apart from the fact that the infrastructure could turn in any way and in anyhow, know that many more students are coming into schools. Many more people are doing their best to get the education that will spearhead them into the next level. You also should note that certain opportunities that you are going to get today may not be available for you tomorrow. Who knows what is going to happen in two years from here? Do you remember how this COVID thing came around and then brought a lot of obstruction and a lot of halting in our life? God forbid something like that should happen again. If you don't make good use of the opportunity you have now, who knows what is going to happen and how it is going to affect you. So now that you have this time, now that you have been blessed with this infrastructure and with this opportunity, please make good use of it. This is not a time for you to be chasing girls, and for you ladies, this is not a time for you to be involved with boy matters, with male matters, with relationship stuff. Focus on education. And this is not the time to be going about playing the fool. Some of you like to play the fool too much. We know it's part of senior high school life, but just don't play the fool too much. Don't play the fool too much. Some of you take it to the extreme, and then you find yourself in places you don't want to be. So that is it. This double track system has been suspended until further notice. We do hope that it will bring a lot of good to Ghana and to the students as well. Now let us see your comments on these thoughts on these double track system, and on our students, on Ghanaians as a whole, and even on the Ministry of Education, what they are doing and how far they are doing, and are they doing very well by your standards? Are they staying low, or are they going faster and faster with education? You can feel free to let us see your comments in the comment section below. Okay, so thank you very very much for listening. If you are not educated, please do get some education, and if you are in education, please be serious about it. Thank you very much and have a very nice day.